Hey guys, Creator Mom. Happy Sunday. So I just made a video about my car. I wanted to say something and I didn't mention in that video, but I'm glad I'll mention it here. Each emotion that we experience has a voice. So I was noticing fear has its own voice. It has its things that it says, right? When we're experiencing the emotion of fear, we're having certain thoughts. That fear is saying certain things. It ain't going to be the same for everybody because people have different fears, different situations. For example, with my car thing going on, right? There's the core self experiencing this, like the situation or observing it, and then there's like the emotion that comes up, and for me it was overwhelm, right? Overwhelm and was saying, I can't do this. This is too much. I can't do this alone. I can't handle this. That's overwhelm's voice. Those are the thoughts that are attached to the emotion of overwhelm. They're not necessarily mine. You know what I mean? Because my core self is experiencing those emotions, and those, like I said, those thoughts are attached to that emotion. Because when you're not experiencing that emotion, you're really not really experiencing those thoughts. You know what I mean? You're like, everything's cool. So I feel like thinking about it in this way helps start the process of a little bit of separation, because I don't know about you, but I hate speaking to people out of the emotion, because it's not me. Like, it's not my true core self, you know? It's like a temporary emotion and feeling due to an external thing that's going on. And I don't know, like, I felt disappointed because yesterday I know I was speaking to my kids and things out of that emotion, and I hate that. I just hate that. I hate why I even have to go there in the first place. But right, then I could be like, oh, I'm a failure, and now I have a second arrow of experiencing the emotion of failure, and then the things that failure has to say, like, you know what I mean? But I guess we can have grace on ourselves and just apologize to the people around. Like, I was speaking out of this place. It's not really my true thoughts or what I think, but I was experiencing emotion, and I let myself be controlled or directed from that emotion, you know, instead of creating that space and taking a minute. But yeah, man, I feel like I really got that revelation of, like, I am speaking out of this emotion. I'm saying what that emotion is saying. I don't have to do that. I don't have to. I can observe the emotion. I could observe what the emotion's saying and write it down. Because the thing is, maybe that's the thing. Like, if we don't take a minute to write it down and to get out what the emotion is saying, it'll come through us. And it'll come out and spill over onto the people around us. Like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I gotta do everything around here. I gotta do everything. I do everything. That's another thing overwhelm says. I do everything. I gotta do everything. It's like, okay, that's all wrong. That's all garbage. That's all shit. Spilling over. That's not having a decent conversation, you know, and delegating from a place of the core self. It's just the emotion speaking. So, anyways, yeah. But it has to come out, I feel as though. For me, it's like it has to come out. Either you can tell somebody, I'm feeling these emotions, and I feel like it's saying, I just can't do this anymore, you know? And explore it that way, and writing it down. I don't know, journaling really, 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 really helps me. If I just sit down and start, okay, I'm experiencing overwhelm. What are you saying right now? I'm saying I can't handle this shit. I'm saying life fucking sucks by itself, by ourselves. We can't do it by ourselves, you know? And just start writing it down, and then I can offer compassion to that part and just say, okay, I hear what you're saying. Yes, this does suck. It, you know, but we can do this. Actually, we can. We are strong enough The solutions are coming. Any help that we need are coming. And just validate the way the part is feeling. I think that this could be a way to deal with it, as opposed to letting it take over and spilling it out our mouths to the people around us, you know, taking it out on other people. But also at the same time letting it exist there with us, because we're not making it go away, guys. Okay? We're not. When you get in a situation and it's overwhelming, you're human. You're going to experience those emotions. We all have emotions. We fucking cannot get rid of them. The best thing we could do is work with them, acknowledge them, and journal that shit, and things like this, things that everybody's preaching and talking about. Meditate, become the observer. These are all ways for us to like manage these strong emotions that we all feel when situations arise. It is so hard. I don't know. I know people say, well, don't say it's hard. If you say it's hard, it's going to be hard. Well, you know, it's challenging. It's a learning. It's learning a skill. But anyways, yeah, give yourself grace, and you're going to fuck up sometimes and take it out on the people around you. The kick the dog theory. But the more mindful we can become and do these little things. I don't know what helps you, right? What helps you in the comments. I don't know what helps you when you're stuck in an emotion and you're in a situation. It has to come out in some way or another. All right, take care.